Hello, I am Colleen Henry. I am the Interim Director for Instruction and Technology, and today I'd like to provide you with an introduction to Canvas for parents. I'm going to load my presentation, and then we'll walk you through step by step some information you should know about how to use Canvas. I so appreciate her being willing to share these resources with us. So why Canvas? Canvas is a common place for learning for K-12, so our entire district is going to be using it. We know we need one spot, not site after site, not different schools using different tools. So it'll be nice to have just one place district-wide for everyone to log in while we're in this season of comprehensive distance learning and access their instruction online. It provides streamlined communication for all users, so we won't have to rely so much on different apps like Class Dojo or Remind or One Call. Everything can happen through the Canvas learning management system, and it will also provide us the opportunity to enhance learning experiences for our students this school year, much different than what we were able to provide last spring. So Canvas is not only where learning happens, but where it is communicated. So every day students can log into Canvas and find an assignment, but also beyond that, to enrich that learning, teachers and instructors will be able to provide students and families with information that is super important. What is due? When is it due? How to find that assignment. Students and families can get feedback on how the student did on that assignment and what to do if they need help. So what is Canvas? You've heard me use the title Learning Management System. Another way that you'll hear Canvas referred to as an LMS, Learning Management System. Canvas is our virtual classroom for this school year. It will provide our teachers and schools the ability to connect and communicate, to create and collaborate, provide students the ability to connect with their peers as well, to get reflection and feedback, and for our teachers to teach and engage really important grade level concepts. So we know from looking at parent feedback in the survey from last spring that our teachers did the best that they possibly could do, but one of the reasons why people were so worried about going back to distance learning was because it was on the outside appeared disconnected. Canvas is a way that we can connect everyone, that we can really ensure a more rigorous way to provide instruction, and we can provide daily communication on one platform for students and families and teachers. So how is Sweet Home going to be using Canvas this year? In the past, we've used a parent portal, and that part of our website is going to go away. We're going to be using Canvas exclusively to communicate with students and with parents about grades and daily progress, to provide them with evidence of learning, to provide announcements, to provide them with a calendar, due dates, and a place for them to check their email and also email their teachers. So Canvas is our virtual classroom. On the other side of it, the student information system, parents and students will still be able to access the resources on our district website: registrar, mealtime, daily schedules, forms, athletic calendar when athletics starts back up, and any sort of district news can be also posted on our school district website. So we'll have two ways to integrate our communication plan with our community. So how can you as a parent support your child in their learning this year? First, by knowing where to get help. Each school will have a help desk for parents and students, and we can answer any questions that you might have, or at least take that information down if we can't provide a solution to you right then. On internet connectivity problems, issues with Chromebooks, Wi-Fi hotspots, network or login issues or assistance, password reset, and student information. So you'll notice that we've listed the phone number for each help desk below. And if something comes up after hours or on the weekend, we've even provided you with a website, this bit.ly down here, bit.ly/canvas311. It is case sensitive, so you'll need to make a capital C right here. But this will provide you the ability to report any sort of issue with distance learning. We want to make sure we continue to support students and parents during this time. So the second way you can help support the learning of your student is by signing up to be a Canvas observer. So the first thing you'll need to do is have your child log into our Sweet Home School District Instructure site. Instructure.com is the parent company of Canvas. So our unique login for Sweet Home is shsd.instructure.com. Now, if your child is using a district Chromebook, there are several steps they'll need to follow. They'll need to power that Chromebook on. Your student will need to sign in with their students.sweethome.k12.or.us username and password. Click on the red Canvas app. It'll be pinned at the bottom of the home screen. And then once they log in and click on that app, they'll open their Canvas dashboard to get started. So there's some icons here to follow. If your child is not using a district Chromebook, there are directions here for how to use a tablet to access Canvas, and then how to access Canvas on a laptop, desktop, or other notebook. You'll notice that Chrome as a web browser is highlighted. Chrome is a preferred browser for Sweet Home, simply because when you log into Chrome, log in using Chrome, you activate the single sign-on feature. So once your child is logged into their school district account, they won't really have to log back into their Canvas account because we have merged those logins to provide a single secure sign-on. All right, so your child has logged into their account. They are going to click on Settings. So they do that by activating the dark blue, this is called Global Navigation, on the side of the screen. They'll click on their account, and then that will open up a window, and they can click on Settings. And then there's some directions here to click Pair with an Observer button. So the great thing about filming this presentation is that you can pause now and you can rewind things and watch them as many times as possible in order to go step by step with this pairing process. So you'll notice over here on this, once they open up the settings, on the side there's a gray navigation area. They'll need to click Pair with Observer. A new window will open up with the unique pairing code. It is recommended that parents write down this code for later. You'll only need to pair, you as a parent, pair with your child once. And then after you write down that pairing code, you'll want to create your account. You'll do that at shsd.instructure.com. You'll need to click the login button up here where it says need a Canvas account, and then make sure you select parent sign up here. And this is where you create your parent account. You'll need an active email. You'll set your username or your name and your password. And then this is where you use that pairing code that you found earlier. So when you log into the Sweet Home School District Instructure Canvas page, this is what your dashboard will most likely look like today. So again, on the left side of the screen is our global navigation bar. There'll be global announcements at the top, and you know you're logged into Sweet Home because you can see our icons both as a watermark and then in the top right corner as well. An elementary dashboard is going to look what it's going to look like tomorrow. You'll notice that there is the Canvas treasure hunt. So this is set up for students in grades K through 6. If you have a younger child in your home, they most likely will need support in reading the words on the screen and following the directions in order to complete their orientation. At the junior high and high school level, their dashboard is going to look a little bit different, and their orientation is going to cover more features of the Canvas app. Both these orientations are self-guided, and both have features like immersive reader on pages that will read the page to the student as well. So right now, this is the only course available, and this is what it most likely will look like tomorrow when students access their Canvas account. So the top 10 tips for Canvas observers. In the Canvas framework, they call parents observers. Tip number 1, customize your dashboard. If you have multiple children in your household, it's probably a really good idea to assign each child a different color, because you will have a lot of courses to kind of keep straight within your dashboard. So you can do that by clicking on these 3 dots in the top right corner. You can select a unique color for each child, and you can even give each class a unique nickname. For example, this picture shows the name of the child and then the name of the course. And you can also rearrange the dashboard tiles. They are drag and drop. Tip number 2, adjust notifications and settings. Again, if you have multiple children in the Sweet Home School District, you do not want to bomb your phone with announcements and notifications. So there's a way to customize that, not just what information you get, but how you're notified as well. So that you do that by finding the account information. Again, in the global navigation bar on the side, the very top icon for accounts, and you're going to click the first menu option under notification. You'll have several different activities to choose from, and you can decide if you want to be notified right away, if you want daily summary, weekly summary, or do not send me anything. So you can go through for each row and choose which icon you would like to customize how and when you're notified on different components or activities in each course. Tip number 3, visit the calendar. So you can access the calendar from the dashboard, and it'll also be listed, there'll be an icon, a calendar icon on the left side of the screen under global navigation. The calendar is a great place for you to keep track of everything in one spot. So the calendar will tell you, you can arrange the view by week, month, or agenda. You can look at individual courses, and you do that by making sure the little box in front of the course name is in full color, and you can see which assignments are due. So if it's a quiz, there'll be a little rocket icon. If there's a discussion, there'll be 2 little dialog boxes. If there is a class event, there'll be a calendar. And if there's an assignment, it'll be a paper and pencil icon. You can, again, when you color code your dashboard, those colors will be reflected in the different calendar colors as well. Tip number 4, message a teacher. So all of our teachers will still have their email address, and those are all linked in through Canvas LMS. So you won't have to go, your child won't have to go outside of a tab, navigate and open up a new window in order to bring up Gmail and contact their teacher. They can email their teacher directly from Canvas. And if your child is in junior high or high school, they can email multiple teachers from Canvas. Tip number 5, view grades. So we're no longer going to activate this year the parent portal. Instead, if you're familiar with that, you know that you can log in with a number and a PIN number and be able to check grades and attendance. This year, instead, we're going to be using Canvas for parents to be able to track student progress. You can select to view the grades from the dashboard, and you can view the grades for all of your children if you have multiple children in Sweet Home School District in one place. Or you can select a dash card from the dashboard, and you can look at those grades in more detail. Tip number 6, download the Canvas Parent app. You don't have to be tied to your laptop or your desktop. The Canvas Parent app is a great way for you to check in on your student and how they're doing and whether they got an assignment turned in, whether they made contact in their classes for that school day. This is especially handy for our working parents who won't be able to supervise learning during the school day because of their work obligations. Tip number 7, after you download the Canvas Parent app, it is available both for iOS and Android operating systems. You'll want to log in with your username and password or a QR code. And if you've already set up your user account, your Observer user account, this is when you will use your username and password to log back in using the Canvas app. So in the Canvas app, you can view all of the courses, see all of your children's courses in one place. You'll notice for this exemplar that the children are listed horizontally at the top. And then you can click on that child and be able to look at all of their courses and all of their current grades. You can also view the calendar from the parent app. It will allow you to see the events that are coming up. The dots under the calendar, the week view right up here will show you that there are multiple assignments or events for that day. So it gives you an at-a-glance view of what the school day will look like for your son or daughter. You can also set reminders from the app. So if you want to remind yourself to remind your child to get an assignment in, you can do that very easily from the parent app. And so that's tip number 10, to set alerts. So you can manage alerts for your linked children, including course grades. So if their grade falls below a certain cut score, you will get notified. If they didn't turn an assignment in, you can set features to get a notification. If students or classes are sending out either course specific announcements or global announcements for the whole school, you can set alerts to get that as well. And you do that by going into your settings, click Manage Students, select the student that you want to manage, and then you will adjust alerts within that screen on your phone or device. All right, so we're very excited that Canvas is going to be live this week starting at 8 a.m. We have had to postpone rolling this out due to the fire, so we appreciate your understanding, and your school will be able to provide you with more information on Chromebook pickup. So make sure you pay attention to your school's Facebook page and to your school's website. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me at the Sweet Home School District Central Office. We'd be happy to help you in any way, shape, or form. In fact, if you reach out and no one is here to answer your call, let me show you where you can find some additional resources. On our school website, if you log in and you click on the resource tab, parents and students. I'm just going to reload this page. And then if you scroll down to the heading Useful Links, back to school links for parents and students. Now I need to update this because we have some outdated events listed on here. So let me show you the current one. So this will give you hyperlinks to different forms and activities. You'll notice for week 1 orientation courses, those are going to be available on Wednesday. If your child already has their school email and password, they remember that from last year. If they log in today, they'll probably be able to access those orientation courses as well. There's a student guide. Let's see if I can get that to come up. Maybe not. Well, in your version, there's going to be a link right here to access the student guide. There we go. And that's that slide you saw earlier that will walk you through step by step how to log in. I'll pull it up right here. So there's information on how to sign into the Chromebook, how to log into Canvas, and then finally which training course they need to select. Over here on the parent side, there is a parent guide, and this will give you direct links to download the different apps. There's also the K-12 Introduction to Canvas. This is the slide deck that you just saw me go through. And then there is the K-6 Treasure Hunt Parent Guide. So for our younger students who may not be as fluent of readers, this Treasure Hunt Parent Guide will help you step-by-step go through the different activities for the student orientation for students in grades K through 6. And then we have the Parent Help Desk reporting form. This is what I talked about earlier. If you're after hours and you have some sort of issue with your Chromebook, with getting connected on Canvas, we want you to be able to log that information with us. And so it will take you to this link. It's a pretty short Google form. You can even upload an optional screenshot or an error message if you're getting that. And then you can submit it to us, and this will go directly to your child's school so that someone will get a hold of you and provide you with a solution. If you are having issues with getting connected in general, maybe the internet is not strong at your house, we have a couple different locations that you can go to. This is a Google map of different homework hotspots. And we will provide some more detailed information about where on these different locations, these different district sites where you can log in and what the username and password is. Our IT department is working on providing more specific information, so I'll make sure it is linked here under Get Connected. If you need to check out a district Chromebook, the form is listed here for you to do that. And if you are interested in getting connected, we have also provided resources to Oregon Lifeline and Internet Essentials sponsored by Comcast. You'll see over here under Chromebook and supplies, again, here's the Chromebook checkout form. This is the same form that's listed under Get Connected. I've crossed out the Chromebook pickup schedule. We're waiting for an update on that. The Student Chromebook Guide. This will show you expectations on how to use the Chromebook. And a really quick troubleshooting guide. So if something goes wrong with technology, I know that probably never happens in your house. If something goes wrong, a way for you to DIY and fix it yourself. And then if you're looking at purchasing some resources for your child, Kiplinger and PC Magazine have also provided the best laptops, in their opinion, from their editors for students for this school year. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the school district office. Our number here is 541-367-7110. Thank you so much and have a great school year.